Yeah, to Worcestershire. Worcester.
Alright, Rob Schmidt with LaGuardia Airport in New York. Thanks, Rob.
But Notre Dame's Monday night win was especially sweet for one player. The emotional reunion, Butter and his brothers. Pretty good, Butter.
And I miss yours.
Running the electric heat pump this morning, saving our gas. The electric heat pump works really well as long as the outside temperature is above 40 degrees. If it's below 40 degrees and we use the electric heat pump, it just blows cold air and we have to flip it over to gas. But that's a good way to save on propane. And the electric heat pump works really well. Like I said, as long as the outside temperature is above 40 degrees. Every morning I have to be up early to take the dogs out for the morning pee. What time is it? Hey guys, so I was looking for a way to mount the thermometer that we have for inside the coach, and it's got to put, you know, one of these things on the back, and I suppose I could put a nail or a screw up somewhere and mount it that way, but didn't want to do that. What I want to do is I want it to sit right here, and when we're moving I want it to stay there. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, taking it down and putting it somewhere. I just want it to stay right there. So what I found was this stuff from Amazon. It's called Quake Hold, and you can see there that they put it on the bottom of this stuff and then, you know, raise that up and it doesn't fall off. And what I'm hoping is this stuff will, you know, anything else that we want to sit out on the counter, plants or whatever in the future, I hope we can use this stuff and not have to take all that and store it somewhere when we want to shut the RV up and take off. So this is what it looks like. It's just a white putty kind of substance, malleable. You can stretch it and squish it and do all that, and you can form it, you know. It's kind of like silly putty is what it feels like, stiff silly putty. And you know, you're supposed to put it there. Wow, that doesn't move. That's really doesn't move. So I'm gonna put this right here. I don't know if I should
You're going to use the whole thing,
make it smaller. Well, you see, it's just the bottom of this is just this, you know, like that. So what I think I'll do is I'll just put it on there like that and then squish it down best you can into that putty, and there it is. It should stay there when we're going down the road and shouldn't move. Wow, that's really on there. That's not moving at all, you know. It's not coming off at all. Okay, so I didn't want to use the whole thing of this Quake Hold just to hold this, so you see where it holds, and I came in and I'm cutting out the center part so we can use the center part for something else. Stuff was pretty stiff, but it's also pretty stretchy, you know, like silly putty. Okay, so now I take this piece, put it back up here where I want my indoor temperature gauge, thermometer, whatever. Press it down. That's good. I'll try to put this right back in the same spot it was in. Just like that. And press it down. And there it is. That's awesome. So That's got it at Amazon. It's not very expensive. I think it was, I don't know, like $3 a package. Again, it's called Quake Hold, and good stuff. I'll let you know how it works when we take off and see if that thing stays there like it's supposed to.
Way downtown, fooling around with me to the jail. Oh, me is all mine. Ain't no one to pay my bill. It was late last night when we came home. Heard him knocking at the door. And slipping and sliding with my shoes on. But we don't just slide no more. Way downtown, fooling around with me to the jail. Oh, me is all mine. No one to pay my bill. Go ahead, Beto. I wish I was over that place we got house, sitting that big old chair. I wanna around my own little, wanna around my head. Way downtown, fooling around, put me through the bed. Oh, me is all mine, no one to pay my bill. Go ahead.
That was great. You know, even since Bree and I started the Nomadic Native channel and started traveling around, you know, full time in our RV, it seems to us that I mean we've seen a lot of evidence of the incredible growth rate of the RVing industry. The RV sales are way up. Lots of people. The amount of interest in full-time RVing is incredible. And I guess that's what's fueling all the questions that we get. And we do get a lot of them. Especially about the financial end of it. You know, what does it cost to do all of this and all that? And I gave it some thought. You know, we've really kind of tried to avoid answering those type of questions, but I gave it some thought, and maybe I can answer that question like this. You know, when it comes to RVing or full-time RVing, the fact of the matter is you can spend as little or as much as you want to spend. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is, if you own your own camper van and you own it outright, and you want to stealth camp in the city and, I don't know, move from spot to spot every day, that kind of thing, well, what are your expenses? Some gas and your, you know, your food and stuff like that. So maybe you can get by on a budget of, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bucks a day maybe. At the opposite end of the spectrum, you can go out and buy yourself a custom-built $1 million motorhome. You can go down there to Florida and get yourself a spot, and you can have a $2,500 a month motorhome payment. You can have about the same monthly payment on that spot down there in Florida, and you can just live it up and spend as much money as you care to spend. Okay? So you have those two opposite ends of the spectrum and all that in between. All right? Now, let me tell you something that Maria and I have noticed. No matter where we've been RVing, no matter what group of RVers we've been involved with, even in this very RV park, it doesn't matter when it comes to being a part of the RVing community what you're in. Whether it be that camper van or that $1 million motorhome, if you're in a group of RVers, you're an RVer and you're part of the group. We've never seen anybody, really excluded because of the RV that they're in or anything like that. Okay? We know that there are RV parks out there that want your RV to be 10 years or younger, I guess. We haven't experienced that. Even in this very RV park, we have camper vans and we have a 4-travel with a tag axle. I know that's a $1 million motorhome, and everything in between, and everybody gets along together. Everybody's an RVer, and that's really all that matters. So I hope I've answered at least some of the money concerns. Maybe put some minds at ease out there. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, guys, we really appreciate you watching our videos. We thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed, we invite you to subscribe and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.